Now let's go to the padding properties. So padding, we'll start with, it's the same thing, padding bottom, left, right, and top. So you only have to understand it once. What happens with padding? Padding is like spacing. So let's see, with OpenOffice Writer. So you've got a sentence, a paragraph or something. Something like this, and then you want to format it and format, and let's go have another paragraph. And you can see that there is no spacing between the two paragraphs. So what you can do is select the paragraph, or I don't even think, you just have to have the cursor on the paragraph, and then you've got in the paragraph and have format paragraph, and then you've got the indentation and the spacing. So you can see spacing above the paragraph, and now we've got below. So this is a paragraph I'm working on, and I want spacing after this one. So below, and I'll do something like this. So you see that there is a vertical distance between the online, the current element, and the next element, and this is exactly what a padding is in HTML. So we've got padding bottom and whatever, so I can take this, and this is the distance between H1 and P in this example. So I can add distance from for the H1 from the next element, whichever that is. So I can go H1 and then padding 2 centimeters, or as much as we need. And this is what happens. So sometimes with headings we want more distance, or for example, you can see the padding here is not the same padding as here. So let's see, just see the index and the P elements, and so you can see, for example, that the padding between the paragraph here and the H2 is not the same thing as everywhere else. So that's because the padding top for H2 is bigger than the padding in the P elements. So it's not that this P has a bigger bottom padding than this P, it's just the top padding of the H2 is bigger than, greater than in the other cases. So you can see it's rather self-explanatory, and you've got the same thing again and again. So so there's a text with no right padding, so you can have padding top, bottom, left and right, and this is a right padding. So the left and right padding are equivalent to the indentation here, indentation of with writer, within writer. So there you go. Sometimes you need to do something like this. For example, Galilei said, something like this. I'm not using the proper tags. I would have to use other stuff, but it doesn't matter. Let's say, well, I don't want to use the class attributes for now, so I'm going to do everywhere the same thing. So you've got a quotation, for example, from somebody. So what you want to do is you want the quotation to be centered, and you want to have indentation right and left. So what you do is just use this and have padding, for example, 4 from the left and 4 from the right. So it's going to be centered. This is for the H1. So you're going to have, let me write something a bit lengthier. It's going to be more obvious. So there you go. So we've got the padding here and the padding here. So let's say that is the quotation, so you don't want it to start from here, from the leftmost margin of the page. So this is the way to do it with the padding.